Hey everyone, this is Mukesh Utwani once again from learn-motion.com. So guys, in my Jenkins playlist which I have published on my YouTube channel, I got this comment multiple times and it's a common question and it's a common problem I would say which everybody is facing. So instead of replying to the comments, I thought I will quickly create a video on this. So this is the one of the comment which is posted by Joes. So let me quickly talk about this comment and then I will share my thoughts on this. So Joes is asking, your tutorial is very good, thanks, but there's a one big problem. It's not a big problem, it's a small problem, but still I will consider it's a big problem for the time being. If you close the command prompt or the terminal at the last, it no longer allow you to access the localhost 8080. It means if you install Jenkins through a WAR file, the moment you close the command prompt or the terminal, you cannot even access the Jenkins. It tells you to address is not found and you must do the same in the command prompt. Place the command java space -jar in the path of the WAR file, then it will allow you to enter again, which I totally agree. What should be done in order to solve this problem? The installed version of Jenkins is 2.344. So first of all, thank you Joe for asking this question, and it actually provoked me to make this video. So let me share my thoughts on this. So Joe, there's two ways to install Jenkins. Either you can go in a WAR format, which I already shown in this video, or you can go in a specific platform. For example, if you're using Windows, you can install Jenkins via exe. You can install Jenkins via DMG file if you're on Mac, and same goes for other platforms. But the WAR file that I have discussed, that is same across all the platform. Now if you try to access this WAR file, okay, or if you try to install this Jenkins using WAR file, the big advantage that you will be getting, that your test will be running in a normal UI mode. Yes. Now if you close the command prompt, obviously Jenkins will shut down and you will not be able to access. That's what your question is. So there is a workaround for this. The moment you go to your manage Jenkins, there you will find one option called install Jenkins as a service. The moment you click on that option, it will install Jenkins as a service, just like a normal service in your operating system, which means the moment you open your system or the moment you restart your system, it will work as a service and you can still access Jenkins if you don't even run the WAR file again and again. But there's a big problem. Problem is, if you install Jenkins as a service, it will be running your test in headless mode. When I say headless mode, it means you will not be able to see what is happening to your test. It will be running in a headless mode. You will not be able to see the UI. So if you're okay with that, please go ahead with that option where you click on the manage Jenkins and click on install as a service. In that way, it will always work the moment you restart your system, or the moment you start using a system, it will be running in the background. So it's totally up to you. If you don't want to run again and again, go ahead this, but the problem is headless mode. Not only with this, even if you install Jenkins as an exe file or any other way, your test will be running in the headless mode. So that's the reason I always recommend to run your Jenkins in a WAR file format, so that you can see what is happening to your test and you can easily debug if something goes wrong. Now another point, generally you will not be closing the command prompt when you will use in a productive manner or in a production server. Why? Because right now we are just doing tutorials, so I'm opening a command prompt, I'm closing it. But this is one-time activity. The moment you have Jenkins on a production machine where everybody's accessing the Jenkins, the complete team or the multiple teams are using this, in that case this Jenkins will be on a separate virtual machine or in a dedicated system, where the moment you set up Jenkins, nobody is going to close it, nobody going to touch that Jenkins instance. Everybody will be accessing the Jenkins using the URL, and depends on the role they can manage the Jenkins. They can have certain roles, and based on the roles they can access it. Okay, so I hope you got the question, the answer. In case if you have any other question, let me know in the comment section. I will make a video on this. So guys, it's totally up to you. As I said, go in a WAR format, you will get one advantage, but only while working you need to open the command prompt again and again. But I don't think it's a big problem, because you just need hardly 2 seconds to execute this WAR file and it should be fine. But the moment you run on production server, nobody's going to touch that WAR file. Okay, so yeah, that's a very quick video, but very important for those who are learning Jenkins on the local system. Yeah, so please give it a try and let me know if you have any other question, and I will see you in the next video.